This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am absolutely thrilled to be speaking with an incredible visual artist out of South Africa, the one and only Buthelezi. Hello, Buthelezi, how are you?
Fine, and yourself?
Buthelezi, I'm doing so much better now that we are finally talking. And this is what I love so much about this app. I am speaking with artists every day now from all over the world. South Africa is where you're at. I want to know, Buthelezi, first and foremost, how did you become interested in visual art? Was this something that you were always interested in as a kid?
I think I've always shared a passion in the arts. It's just that I was ignorant, and my family was also ignorant. And then until I did visual arts as an extra subject in high school, which is to boost my average. And then from there, I started developing the interest of the arts, and my visual arts teacher was telling me that you must stop the science thing and everything. But at the time, I also shared an interest, in becoming a doctor. And my visual arts teacher was like, you're not going to be a doctor, you're more of a talented human being. So start pursuing a career in the creative arts. If needs be that I need to speak to your parents and make your parents understand, because of, growing up in the Black society, where Black society or Black communities at large are not fond of the arts, and they're not really heavily invested in the arts. But since, things have changed, the time has shifted, they're seeing great possibilities and great avenues in what we're doing as artists. And then from there, I did photography. I was taken to the school after mentorship, got a scholarship. And then from there, the interest started developing more and more and more, about telling people stories, communicating a visual narrative according to how I want to tell my stories in my own visual narrative. And then from there, the rest followed. And then
that's amazing.
This is who I am. This is who I'm about. It's my bread and butter. I don't do art as like a side gig, or it's my forte. It's my day-to-day living. Yeah.
Well, it's also your life, my friend. And what I love so much about what you do with your art, Buthelezi, is that you're not only expressing your story, but I think you're expressing a story of so many out there who maybe not have the platform that you do. So that I'm thinking of the young Buthelezis out there from all over the world who can be like, oh my God, I relate to that.
Yeah, which is, I believe each one or each human being, we all have a desire to make an impact. You have, I cannot stress that enough, and then if you make that desire to make change, then that change will be for good.
Your story is so moving too, Buthelezi, because, I think in a time like today, to have people like you, artists like you, who are truly vessel, who truly think about what they're doing and how it's affecting others. I'm curious to know how during these past 2 years in particular, you've been inspired. How have you been inspired personally? And how have you been able to kind of let that out through your artwork?
Yeah, what a tricky question. So the past 2 years has been hectic because of COVID changed a whole lot of perception and a whole lot of shift of lifestyle. And especially for us as artists, it affected us too much because of we were bound to create creativity in secluded spaces, because of artists generally we create arts or we inspire people outside of our comfortable spaces. So COVID made us to self-reflect and to do self-introspection about self, about life, and having a different perspective on how to view things. Now, that's really what inspired me the most, to have the ability to speak or to say my voice in my artistic practice, and to have the ability to communicate a message, or rather a theme, through my visual practice, which is photography. And that has inspired me. I don't create work for myself. I create work for generational world, for people, an upcoming generation like my nieces and my nephews, that I'm building a marriage for them, that they should see possibility in what I do.
And you're talking about legacy, my friend. Sorry to interrupt.
Exactly.
I also,
so I'm all about that. I'm all about building network, building communities, and changing the shift and rather the narrative of how the industry is and how the industry operates. I mean, if I see talent and if I spot talent, I need to give that talent an opportunity to showcase their skills, despite the communities or background or, where they come from. I just need to give them the ability to show themselves. And if I do that, the rest is history, because of that's how the industry will change. That's how the industry will grow, So people need to stop being greedy, and start being generous, for the right good reasons. And then the world will be a better place.
amen. Well, we need more of Buthelezis out there who are thinking about, obviously not only putting their artwork out there, but thinking about legacy, thinking about how their artwork is going to be viewed, not today, but tomorrow and for future generations. Listen, Buthelezi, I could speak with you all day. I want to let the audience know, for more on the incredible Buthelezi, you could read more about him right below this video. Final question for you, Buthelezi. In speaking about legacy and talking about how, art is constantly being viewed throughout generation and generation, but there's a timeless quality to art as well. I want to know, though, in terms of what you were talking a little bit about with me behind the scenes, your goals of also becoming a film director. Talk to me about those goals and everything.
I have so many ideas, but those ideas, I want to incorporate them into film and production aspect side of things. And again, I want to grow. I want to hold my skills. I want to expand my skills. I want to create possibilities where ends meet, because of each one teaches one. So that's where I shared an inspiration, especially in the larger audience, because of the aim is to be global. The aim is not to be national. Nah, the aim is to be global with my artist practice, with what I do, So it's what I was telling my parents, that if I get an opportunity to live permanent in overseas on a job opportunity, I'm going, I'm not staying, because of the sense of agency, the sense of time, the sense of being grateful for the opportunity and using it to the utmost space to create other avenues where people didn't even think that you would set your foot. It's the same with my artist work, when creating it, I didn't say that I want to exhibit in this bigger museum or want to travel the world, but because of the hard work, the hardship, being persistent and living a legacy, because of we owe it to ourselves to create change, So that's the reason why I wanna be a film director,
Amazing, Buthelezi. Well, listen, I'm so excited that you're coming on board as one of FENIX360's global artist ambassadors. But on top of that, my friend, I can't wait for the world to continue to see your artwork. And also, I can't wait to collaborate with you myself. You're such an amazing artist, all different disciplines. And again, thank you so much for your time today.